Suryagni Roy is in Kolkata getting us more details. Suryagni, right now Partha Chatterjee is being taken for a medical checkup.
Well, yes, Neha, that is the usual protocol that before, as and when an individual is arrested, the first thing that the agencies will do is, conduct a medical checkup and especially because Partha Chatterjee, has been unwell even last night, during interrogation. He was apparently unwell and even doctors were called for. So that is the primary reason why this medical, checkup will be done. If he is found to be unfit, then the next process will be initiated. That is, he might be taken into a medical facility where, however, under the supervision of the Enforcement Directorate. But as of now, yes. A medical checkup as per the procedures will be conducted, and from there it will be seen whether he's being taken to the CGO, that is the central complex where all these central agencies sit, especially the ED and the CBI, or whether he's been moved to a medical facility, depending on what the results of the medical tests come out. Sneha.
Suryagni getting us all of those details. And what about the whereabouts of Arpita Mukherjee? What more can you tell us about that also, Suryagni?
Well, Sneha, Arpita is still inside her residence in South Kolkata, Stollygunge, where that money was found, where 20 crores cash was found last evening. As we have been, pointing out since last night itself, that the amount of money that was found basically in Arpita's custody, Arpita Mukherjee's custody, and the ED officials are still there. However, we still do not know whether she has been arrested officially or not, but by the look of things, even she might also follow the same protocols as will be done with Partha Chatterjee. So if she also gets arrested, then a similar process of her being first taken for a medical checkup and then to either the central agency's office, that is CGO, or some other place where they can interrogate them in custody, will only follow in a short while from now. However, the first thing that needs to be done over here is the medical test. It's being done for Partha Chatterjee, and next, if Arpita is arrested, the same process will follow. Sneha.
Partha Chatterjee stands arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Suryagni, also break this down for us. What exactly is the recruitment scam in which Chatterjee has been questioned by the CBI in the past as well, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Partha Chatterjee was the education minister of the state from 2014 to 2021, and that is the time the allegations are that the scam took place in around 2018 and 2019. These are the allegations that had happened. What the allegations in the High Court were, and for which the CBI and the ED, the CBI started questioning, started the investigation, was basically that a lot of teachers came, teachers, they questioned that how was it that people with lesser, with higher ranks than theirs got the job, but these people did not. Now, following which a suit was filed at the Calcutta High Court. The case was handed over to the CBI. However, one thing we all need to understand, that the raid and the interrogation that is happening right now and has been happening in the past 24 hours at Arpita Mukherjee's residence and at Partha Chatterjee's residence were being conducted by the Enforcement Directorate and not the CBI. So there are two different facets. The CBI is still continuing their investigation in this particular case, but this time it is the ED which has come into action, and since the past 24 hours we have seen these major developments. Back to you, Sneha.
Suryagni, also the arrest or the detention of Arpita Mukherjee at this point in time also appears to be fairly inevitable, doesn't it?
Absolutely, because it is Arpita's residence from where the money has been found, and 20 crores cash is not, it's not a little amount. Now she needs to answer from where she, had so much of cash, hard cash at her residence, and that is the reason why, there are huge, chances of her being arrested as well, and especially because it is her residence where so much amount of cash, 20 crores, Sneha, we have been showing pictures since last night, were recovered from her particular house. So as you have rightly mentioned, that it seems inevitable, because we have been saying that it is her residence from where the money was found. Back to you.
Big story at this time. In fact, Partha Chatterjee has been taken for a medical checkup as is the norm. He stands arrested now by the Enforcement Directorate. We're getting you those pictures, in fact. Remember, this is after 23 hours of questioning. Suryagni, sources have been indicating to all of you that in the last 23 hours or so, he's been fairly evasive and not cooperating with the investigations, isn't it?
Well, this was not the first time that he was questioned by any central agency. Earlier it was the CBI, then now the ED. However, what has been stated time and again, that be it Partha Chatterjee or anyone who was questioned in this particular matter were pretty evasive. They did not answer to the point. That is what our sources have been telling us, not only by the ED, by the questionnaires filed by the ED, but also of the questions that the CBI had asked all the people who were being interrogated in this particular recruitment scam. However, this seems to be the biggest development, that Partha Chatterjee has been nabbed by the Enforcement Directorate, and now it, however, by the Enforcement Directorate and not the CBI, because the CBI was the one who was, conducting the investigation at Calcutta High Court's order. So it has to be seen how the CBI will operate in this particular case as well, whether or not that, jointly they will interrogate him, because this is simply by the ED, and from here what happens next, both whether other people are, who were questioned in this particular investigation, this particular scam, get arrested or not, because the CBI and ED, both of these two agencies, were conducting raids and interrogating a lot of people, including Partha Chatterjee, for the past few months in this particular topic. Back to you.